Hey, After Hours crew. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I am so ready for this. It's been a minute since I got to do a full album listen, and just like as a human, I feel like I can't wait to just get lost to some music. I want to unplug, I want to put on those headphones, and I think that this is the album to do just that. Y'all had a lot of great suggestions, but this stood out to me because I know this band, and if I want to get lost to music, I feel like their sound would be the perfect one to do that to. They're so creative and dark and moody, but they have a lot of depth, and it's a crazy cool sound. So let's go ahead and check out Depeche Mode. I know that this band plays a lot with synths as well, so I don't know how a full album is going to be. I'm going to be honest. Is that weird? I like synths, but I'm like, wouldn't a full album feel like an overwhelm to the system? I don't know, but I'm ready to find out with you guys today. I will be checking out Violator, and I can't wait to just vibe out with y'all. So let's kick back and let's dive in. Ah, okay. So rich. I have so much to say. My ADHD loves Depeche Mode. There's so many beautiful sounds to pay attention to. It's so rich. This soundscape is incredible. But for me, Depeche Mode already feels like this like dark romantic thriller, which is like my favorite combination. And whoever listens to Depeche Mode, it's gotta be like my kind of people, because you're like sensual and weird, but cool. So let's get lost. Yeah, this album makes me feel like turned on and in my feelings and like a vibe at the same time.
Sweetest infection of body and mind, sweetest injection of any kind. I stop and I stare too much, afraid that I care too much, and I hardly dare to touch, for fear that the spell may be broken when I need a drug in me, and it brings out the thug in me. Feel something tugging me, then I want the real thing, not tokens. The sweetest perfection to call my own. The slightest correction couldn't finally hone. The sweetest infection of body and mind. Sweetest injection of any kind. And things you'd expect to be having effect on me, pass undetectedly, but everyone knows what has got me, takes me completely, touches so sweetly.
What is that? What is that?
So deeply, I know that nothing can stop me. Sweetest perfection, an offer was made, an assorted collection, but I wouldn't trade. The sweetest perfection.
Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh.
Correction couldn't finally hone. Sweetest infection of body and mind. Sweetest injection of any kind. The sweetest perfection to call my own. The slightest correction couldn't finally hone. The sweetest infection of body and mind. Sweetest injection of any kind. Sweetest perfection to call my own. Slightest correction couldn't finally hone. Sweetest infection of body and mind. Sweetest injection of any kind.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea why I'm crying. That was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. That's the most lost I've ever gotten in any sound. It was so rich and so beautiful. And, I don't have enough time to talk about it. He hit me with this song. It's fast paced. I know it's happy. I love this song. It just sounds like toxic love. And sometimes that's drawn to me. Or am I drawn to it? Mood switch is crazy. For me. I don't remember that part. It's my favorite line. I'll make you a believer. You guys have to admit the complexity to that song and even how it's layered is insane. And if I had to like have a warning label for all men who wanted to like date me, like for the song I would choose, it would be that song. As a warning label, I'll probably drive you crazy. Know thyself.
You were guilt, like shackles on your feet, like a halo in reverse. I can feel the discomfort in your seat, and in your head it's worse.
It's so deep and dark. Okay. We're here.
There's a pain, a famine in your heart, an aching to be free. Can't you see all love's luxuries are here for you and me?
Weird.
Bring your chains, your lips of tragedy, fall into my arms.
So bright compared to the rest of the dark song. Hot. That was a cool one to just like vibe out to. It was really weird, and I love how you had like that really dark synth sound, and then sometimes it was like a really brat build up. It was a cool combination, but the vocals kind of being the same all the way through with all those sounds around it. It was like perfect. I don't know. I'm digging this. Full albums are crazy. It's so different.
I'm waiting for the night to fall. I know that it will save us us from the start. Reality. I'm waiting for the night to fall, when everything is bearable, and there in the still, all that you feel is tranquility. There is a star in the sky, guiding my way with its eyes. And in the glow of the moon, know my deliverance will come soon. I'm waiting for the night to fall. I know that it will save us all, when everything's dark, keeps us from the stark reality. I'm waiting for the night to fall, when everything is bearable, and there in the still, all that you feel is tranquility. There is a sound in the calm, someone is coming to harm. I press my hands to my ears. It's easier here just to forget fear. And when I squinted, the world seemed rose tinted, and angels appeared to descend. To my surprise, with half closed eyes, things looked even better than when they were opened. Been waiting for the night to fall. I knew that it would save us all. Now everything's dark, keeps us from the stark reality. Been waiting for the night to fall. Now everything is bearable, and here in the still, all that you feel is tranquility.
Guys, I'm sorry. I know that I should keep my eyes open, but you're gonna have to forgive me with this album. I get lost to sound so easily, and I'm trying to stay. But the way that they create their music, it's picking me up and it's taking me, and I can't stay. I've never heard anything like this. It's not just the audio fill, and it's an all over.
The silence come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, it's right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. Vows are spoken to be broken. Feelings are intense. Words are trivial. Pleasures remain. So does the pain. Words are meaningless and forgettable. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm.
How do they make music that can sound like so melancholy, but like you're dancing and having such a good time with it at the same time? How? Fuck. Sorry. I'm such an easy target for like a trance-like state and trance-like sound, and they did that to me, and I was gone, and then it's like, boom. That was embarrassing.
You had something to hide. You should have hidden it, shouldn't you? Now you're not satisfied with what you're being put through. It's just time to pay the price, not listening to advice, and deciding in your youth on the policy of truth.
Oh, I know this one. Oh, this is a good one.
Things could be so different now. It used to be so civilized. You will always wonder how it could have been if you'd only lied. It's too late to change events. It's time to face the consequence for delivering the proof in the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Now you're standing there tongue-tied. You better look somewhere. Hide what you have to hide, and tell what you have to tell. You'll see the problems multiply.
Wow.
You continually decide to faithfully pursue the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before.
Was there another hidden vocal track underneath it I swear I heard another voice and it was really cool, but their music is so layered. There's so much within a song. You could never pick it apart. But I swear I heard another voice. And voices do not talk to me. That is not one of the quirks that I was given. Plenty of others, but not voices. No judgment if you have a few talking to you, though. You know? Therapy, though.
When you learn, you'll know what makes the world turn. I can feel so much. The world turn.
The soundscape on that song was incredible. And I'm realizing realizing how much I adore soundscapes because Pink Floyd is one of my favorite bands of all time. And Depeche Mode has that Pink Floyd vibe, but set to a completely different undertone. And I'm fallen victim to it, in love with it, whatever you want to call it. I'm fallen.
clean, the cleanest I've been. An end to the tears and the in-between years and the troubles I've seen. Now that I'm clean, you know what I mean. I've broken my fall, put an end to it all. I've changed my routine. Now I'm clean. I don't understand what destiny is planned. I'm starting to grasp what is in my own hands. I don't claim to know where my holiness goes. I just know that I like what is starting to show. Clean, the cleanest I've been. An end to the tears and the in-between years and the troubles I've seen. Now that I'm clean, you know what I mean. I've broken my fall, put an end to it all. I've changed my routine. Now I'm clean. As years go by, all the feelings inside twist and they turn as they ride with the tides.
What's that note?
I don't advise and I don't criticize. I just know what I like with my own eyes. Clean, the cleanest I've been. An end to the tears and the in-between years and the troubles I've seen. Now that I'm clean, sometimes you know what I mean. I've broken my fall, put an end to it all. I've changed my routine. Now I'm clean. Sometimes, now I'm clean, the cleanest I've been.
I have never experienced anything like that in my life. And now I have to sit here and put that into words? Oh my gosh. I have so much to say, but first I want to start with the fact that I love that with every song, you didn't know what mood you were going to fall into. But it's like once it hit, you understood it and you were just gone and you were just lost and you were in that mood and you were in that moment. So I love that you got that with every single song, man. Oh. And I guess the in-depth side of my, I would say, emotional response to this album. Music is so special to me. And I have a very hard time focusing in like real life. Music is so easy for me because I don't have to. So being able to get on camera and just get lost to music and just feel it with you guys, I feel like the universe or God, whatever you believe in, he's looking out. Because this is such a blessing to be able to sit here and do it with you guys. I have music playing constantly. My kids get mad sometimes because the TV's off and my little Bluetooth stereo is on, because I have such a hard time focusing. It's like I have to have one part of my brain, I have to like drop her off in front of the radio or else I'm not going to get anything done. So she can focus and she can get lost in the music, and then the other part of my brain can accomplish tasks, or else if we're both in the same place at the same time, nothing's happening because we can't pay attention to anything. So I always have music going because it's something that my parts of my brain can do, and it means a lot to me, and it helps me in so many ways. But part of that inability to focus was really, really taken care of when it came to this album, because of the amount of sounds and how complex every single song was. There was so many different things that could get your attention, but yet they molded and vibed so well. And when it comes to Depeche Mode too, I feel like, and this is hard to say, guys, because I've listened to fantastic full albums, and I'm saying this having listened to Prince's, Purple Rain, Beatles, Abbey Road, Pet Sounds, by the Beach Boys. I say this with having all three of those in mind, so I mean it. It's probably the best album for me that I've ever listened to, because it is the sound and the way that I was able to get lost. And I am an easy target for a band like Depeche Mode, because I am also an easy target for a trance. And each song, that's what I felt like it was. At the beginning, you didn't know what trance you were about to fall into, but once it hit, you were gone and you loved it. You just completely trusted them to take you wherever they were going to take you, every single, and you didn't know what it was going to be, but once you figured out where it was, you're like, yeah. And music for me is a bit of a, and I don't want to say different experience, because I know there's other people out there that listen to music and hear it this way. But when I say I need to get lost, I truly mean that. I had to close my eyes for the majority of this album because you're not here. For me, music picks me up and it takes me off, and then it brings me back as a more relaxed, more in touch, and in tune human. And this album, I think, didn't just like take me around the world or through the universe. It felt dimensional. It felt like the synth sounds and the notes and the rhythm and the way everything flowed together. It felt like each note was taking me, my being, and it was just passing me along in this effortlessly beautiful flow. That's what it felt like, and I just loved it. There were just so many moments that I feel like you don't get from other bands. And the lyrics are great. The vibe to how everything sounds vocally is amazing. But to me, guys, it's the production of the music for this band. It's the production, the honesty, the complexity, the sincerity, the depth, the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. That's it. If all those words that I just said, I could have shut up and just said atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. And that's just a sound that I naturally, like I said, fall into and love the most. So when I say this is my favorite album compared to some of the other albums I've listened to, you have to understand that's just a personal opinion and personal taste because of me loving the dark sound, the atmospheric sound, like that soundscape, and for this being a band that can totally pick me up and take me away. Yeah, I've never heard anything like this. But it was like an album that made me feel just like so seen because I was able to get lost. And I know that other people who are listening to this understood that feeling of like, you know what? Maybe I'm not grounded. Maybe I don't need to be here. Maybe I can check out and just go for a minute. And I want to know when this came out. I probably shouldn't say this. But like, whenever this came out, what was the drug of choice to listen to this to? Because I know it had to be a bomb time. I know that had to be an experience. For me, I can naturally get lost like that. So I didn't need the drugs. I had to take the sound. But it's funny for me because also I'm a runner and people always say, like, how do you run so much? Like, how? It's because I'm not there. It's because my headphones are in. Like, I physically am not there. It's an ability that I have. And it's also something that I think I've struggled with a lot in life is I am in the air a lot. I'm a daydreamer. I felt like I've floated a lot through my life, and sometimes it really upsets me because I want to be grounded. I want to be able to pay closer attention to the things that are happening around me, but sometimes it's just like a different space for me. So the ability to get lost in the music is my way of letting myself do that so I can go out in the real world and be more present. Like, I have to let myself do that. I have to let my brain go for just a little bit. It's really hard for me to be present and focus all the time. I heard an analogy in a show that I watched about I think it was balloon and string or kite and string, that if you're the kite or you're the balloon, you need somebody that's like the string to kind of keep you gravitated and pulled towards earth, or else you'll float away. And the string needs the balloon because they'll never rise if there's nobody there to like lift them up. So I definitely am somebody who needs like a string. A string like, hey babe, come on. Hey. But I loved this album for that reason. I loved getting lost. This band might be one of my favorites now. And I think, like I said, I'm going to keep referencing Pink Floyd because I think that they have that same sound, and they have a way of doing it in a bit of a darker way, but yet it's almost like pop synth, and it's like, how do you combine those? And they're like, watch. No, don't watch. Listen and just get lost. Don't ask questions. And I'm not going to ask questions. I'm just going to ask for another album from this band. And it'll probably be the first band that I revisit as far as a full album listen goes because of it naturally appealing to my taste. So I want to know what your next favorite album by them is, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I really, really did. What was song number 2, if you don't mind? I'm gonna look that up before we go. What in the world was song number 2 on Violator? Hi. This isn't awkward. Track 2 was Sweetest Perfection. Oh, wow. I just wanted, like, that song alone, and I don't think I had heard that song. Wow. Like, that was perfect. Okay, I've talked a lot at the end. You guys are probably, like, sick of me, so I'll sign off. I couldn't stop because this was special. This was truly a special experience for me, and I'm grateful that I get to do it with you guys. That's pretty cool. That's really cool to be able to get on camera I'm gonna cry because I feel so grateful. It's really cool to be able to get on camera and do something like this, and you guys watch and you listen and you identify, and I just it just feels so human. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna log off. Whatever. Patreon After Hours crew. I did love this album so much. This is probably one that we'll see on YouTube in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna do the YouTube wrap up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell. And if you guys want to check out Patreon for more After Hours content, do that. We do a lot of full album listens, a lot of fun music stuff as far as live performances, and then I do comedy specials, and we do a couple of shows that aren't up on YouTube, and of course films as well. It's a lot of fun. It's like this. So if you enjoyed this, go check out the After Hours tier. But I'm appreciative of you guys being here. And if you guys want to see my life outside of reactions, my link for Instagram is down in the description, and it's going to pop up right here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.